They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
56 to Mike. 56. Check 56. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 56.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. On the left side, a catch by White. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly. So that... The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The quarterback is...
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play.
And got his man complete. Past the 20, and touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 89 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon McManus lining up.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
39-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Jared Cook.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is taken at the 23.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
On the stop. 2 yards on the play. And a Brooklyn first down.
Back to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete.
19 yards there on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hate to see this, week 1. And it's caught, touchdown. Chris Herndon there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
39-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the
Allen now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike's 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
First down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For the running back.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
10 yards on the
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Brooklyn.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
48.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for our visitors, they